Hi, my name is Jennifer Thompson, and I would like to share with you my academic advisor journey. I have been both a traditional and a non-traditional student, so I am able to help students who fall into both of those categories because I can definitely relate. While growing up, my parents did not go to college, in complete college at least. My mother went for maybe a semester, but not my father, so I would consider myself a first generation student. Well, I thought I wanted to be a teacher growing up, and so didn't know how to achieve that goal, but that is something that I had always dreamed of becoming, was a teacher. I began my traditional college journey when I was very young, at the age of 17. I did not really even know where to begin. My parents, I don't remember them giving me an option of going to college or what college to even choose from or what even I would be studying. My parents chose for me to go to College of the Ozarks in Point Lookout, Missouri, for various reasons, mostly because it was a private Christian school and they knew that the rules there would be, if not harder than the ones that were at home. It was affordable and it was very close to my house. I studied mostly basic history, psychology, but I don't ever remember meeting with an advisor while during my semester there. Um, Looking back, I don't remember even going to the registrar or the admissions or anywhere trying to find guidance. I don't think I ever experienced that. So my first experience having an advisor would be much later. After life experiences, I got married very early. I finished one semester at College of the Ozarks, and then I moved and had children. My husband was in the Navy, so we moved around the United States for a long time. So for about 13 years, I was a stay-at-home mom, or I just did off and on jobs. Finally, I I decided, you know what, college is where I need to go in order for me to become something and to have a career. So while we were stationed in Virginia, I actually got the option of picking the college that I wanted to go to. I could either go to a four-year university, Newport News, Virginia, or a small community college that was down the street from where we lived. I got the courage. I sat in the car for about an hour before I was able to walk through the doors of the Rappahannock Community College. But when I did, that day changed my life forever. And when I mean forever, I have either gone to college or I have worked in a college ever since. When I completed the admissions process, I was assigned to an amazing advisor. She was my counselor. She was my confidant, along with my academic advisor. I remember sitting outside of her office the first time for our meeting, our academic advising meeting. I was scared to death. I felt like I was in the principal's office, not sure what to expect. I had a pencil and paper in hand. I had no idea what I wanted to study, but I knew this is where I had to be. And when I walked into her office for the first time, I thought, wow. I mean, it was so full of color. She was a world traveler, so she had a lot of her items that she had picked up on her trips were in her office, down to her carpet. I mean, she had knickknacks, she had posters. It was just a burst of color along with herself. So in the little corner of her office was a computer and a catalog, where we still at that time picked classes from a catalog instead of online. And she sat down with me. We started talking about my background, about my family, and then just asked me questions. You know, what is it that you wanted to study? What have you always wanted to study? And at that time, being a teacher really did not cross my mind. I just wanted to have a 2-year degree, and she helped me achieve that. Um, about a year and a half into it, maybe not quite that long, I was assigned a new advisor. It was a male. We did not connect the way that my first advisor did. she was amazing, and I think those were big shoes to fill. So I walked into his office, and it was full of books, shelves of books, and then piles of papers. It was very convoluted. Um, it was just not a comparison. I really did not make the connection with him. It wasn't an awful experience. He did his job, but it just did not have that welcoming, chit chat where we could just, it was just very professional, very business, which I understand, personalities are different. From that experience, it has taught me what I want to be as an advisor, what it has taught me, the good and the bad. When I finished up at Rappahannock, I then went on to go to Arkansas Tech, and I've had great advisor experiences with, through there. What I have taken from my the good advisory experiences is you need to make that strong connection with your student. That will build the trust. That will build them opening up to you, and more questions then can follow. And like we're learning, advisors are the counselors. You're just sometimes there to listen. And that is what my academic advising experience basically has been. And what I have learned from that is how to be a good advisor. I want to be like the person who I was affiliated with when I first came to college as an adult, as a non-traditional student. So I hope that is something that I am achieving when I get my own office one day. As an academic advisor, I want it to be colorful. I want it to have things that are important to me, so I can share that with the students and they can relate to me and we can make that connection. Thank you so much.